What's up, YouTubers? That clip that you just saw there was the baddest bassman on the planet, the amazing Rich Brown, and the clip was taken directly from the lesson that you are about to watch today. It is so much fun. You can use it straight away. You get like 16 bass lines for the price of one. It's amazing. In a nutshell, if you pick the bass up and you're playing the same kind of rhythms and grooves and bass lines every time you pick up the bass, then you have to watch this lesson. It is a must, because Rich is going to teach you this formula that you can take and apply to any of your bass lines or the bass line he teaches you, and it's just going to revitalize a ton of stuff that you're already doing. And it's it is just so good. If you dig this lesson, make sure you go over to scottsbasslessons.com afterwards and check out the full course from Rich Brown called Advancing the Groove. If this lesson tickles your fancy, then that course is probably for you. Now, without further ado, Rich, take it away.
Hello friends, we're back. Welcome back. This is a very cool exercise. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a short phrase. And then what I want to do is I want to be able to move that entire phrase in increments of 16th notes through the bar, right? So there'll basically be, 16 variations of this one bass line. But the purpose of the exercise is to help you to understand how the characteristic of the line will change as you make that shift. And then what happens is, once you become more comfortable with that, it will also change the way you fill and sort of embellish the line, right? So here's the line. I'm going to take the notes of again, just like a G minor pentatonic thing. Keeping it simple, boys and girls. So here's the line. It's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the line. Now what I've done here is I've set up a drum groove, a simple drum groove. And that groove is going to be sort of my foundation. This gives me a reference of where my bass line falls in the bar. It's better than using a click, because with the click, it's easy to sort of get lost on, okay, which beat is beat 1 and which is beat 3 or whatever. This sort of takes care of that by really sort of driving home an actual groove. This is the phrase. Once again, this is the phrase that I'm going to use. It's just going to be the first 4 notes of the G minor pentatonic scale. So I have 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Very simple. That's it. So, check it out. Yep. Kind of funky. 1, 2, a 1, 2. Here we go. So that's the line. You can hear how I'm phrasing and sort of playing these little fills that, even though I'm sort of improvising around the line, there are parts of the line that are maintained. You can hear how I'm staying with. Here's where things get interesting. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the exact same phrase and shift it to the next 16th note of the bar. So if I'm playing to a 16th note subdivision of 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, the next part of this exercise is to start the same line and play the same line, starting on the E of 1, the 1 E, right? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. But I want you to be able to hear that line in context against the groove. I don't want it to sound like you're just shifting the groove by a 16th note. I want it to sound and feel like an entirely new bass line. And then I can play against that and create little variations based on this shift. All right? So here we go. We'll count it in. 2, 1 E, 2 E, 1 E, 2 E, 3 E. So you see what's happening there? I'm playing the exact same phrase, but by shifting it by a 16th note, I get an entirely new bass line. Now, what I want you to really take note of is the fact that the characteristic of the line changes almost drastically by moving it just a 16th note, right? So when you get into that vibe, when you start to play and embellish the line and start to play fills, you have a different sort of approach to playing it. Like if you noticed, when I start that phrase on the downbeat, I'll just play. When I start the phrase on the downbeat, I tend to play the notes a little longer, right? So I get this kind of groove. 2, 3, right? I can play the notes a little more legato. But when I shift it by a 16th note, there seems to be a bit more forward motion to the groove if I play the notes a little more staccato, right? 1 like this, 2, 1 E, 2 E, 3 E. It's more of a staccato groove, right? Because starting it on those sort of off beats or the upbeats or whatever you want to call them lends itself more to more of a staccato type thing. Now here's the thing. If you're having trouble maintaining the groove, a good way to take care of that is to count, like slow the tempo way down in your mind and count the number of 16th notes in each note of your phrase. So if my phrase starting on 1 is this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, then I have to understand. I have 1 E and so that's 4 16th notes. 2 E, that's 2 16th notes. And 1 E and 2 E and So those are 2 16th notes back to back. So you can think of it in terms of just counting the 16th notes themselves associated with each note. So you have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 1, and then the last note of the phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. This is important because it helps you if you have trouble. This will definitely help you as you move the line through the bar, right? Because sometimes if you do have those problems where you're favoring certain beats within the bar, you might compensate and add a 16th note here or drop a 16th note here in order to make the line feel comfortable to you. That's not the exercise. The exercise is actually to maintain the integrity of the line as you move the phrase or the line through the bar. Now, starting on the and of 1, same phrase. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and a 1.
you going? If you haven't subscribed to the Scott's Bass Lessons channel yet here on YouTube, click the link, subscribe. I release 2 videos like this every single week. You can also check out our other videos over there, and if you've not checked out scottsbasslessons.com membership, check it out. You can grab your 14-day free trial over there.